What if your future wasn't determined by fate, luck, or the stars, but by the thoughts you're having right now? Buddha believed exactly that. In the Dhammapada, one of the most essential texts in Buddhist philosophy, he said, "What we are today comes from our thoughts of yesterday, and our present thoughts build our life of tomorrow. Our life is the creation of our mind." Let that sink in for a second. Your future isn't something that happens to you. It's something you build, brick by brick, with every thought you allow into your mind. Buddha goes even further. If a man speaks or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows him as the wheel of the cart follows the beast that draws the cart. If a man speaks or acts with a pure mind, joy follows him as his own shadow. So we have two paths ahead, suffering or joy. The direction you take depends entirely on the purity of your thoughts. But what exactly does that mean? And how do your thoughts actually shape your future? Well, let's break it down. Before any action, there's always a thought. Every choice you make, whether it's quitting your job, texting that person, or simply making breakfast, starts with a mental impulse. Even if you try to rebel and say, "I'm going to move without thinking just to prove you wrong," guess what? You just thought that. There's no escaping it. Thought precedes action, and your actions are what build your future. So if you want to change your life, you have to change your thoughts. Now here's where it gets more interesting. Where do your thoughts come from? Most of them are built from memory, words you've heard, ideas you've absorbed, images you've seen. Right now, you're thinking in a language someone else taught you. And yes, you can get creative and mix ideas in new ways. We call that imagination. But even imagination is based on what's already in your mental toolbox. So, right thought depends on right memory. But memory isn't just a hard drive. It's formed by what you experience. The things you see, feel, hear, and do, that's what your brain remembers. So now we can say, right experience leads to right memory, which leads to right thought, which leads to right action, which leads to your future. Now pause again. What creates experience? This might surprise you. It's attention. Right now, there are thousands of things happening around you. The wind might be blowing, a dog is barking somewhere, your phone is buzzing, millions of people are scrolling social media, but you're here, watching this. That's where your attention is. And where your attention goes, your experience grows. So let's trace the chain. Right attention, right experience, right memory, right thought, right action, your future. But what determines right attention? This is where Buddha's insight goes deep. He talks about a pure mind, a mind that's not clouded, not reactive, not ruled by fear. Think of a glass of water. It's pure, clear, but drop in some ink and it clouds everything. That's what happens to the mind when it's polluted by fear, hatred, or greed. We stop seeing clearly. We stop learning. We get stuck. When we're children, our minds are naturally pure. We explore. We're curious. We follow our interests. And because of that, we learn fast. But at some point, something scary or painful happens. We realize the world can hurt us. And then comes the big decision. Do I keep exploring and growing, even if it's uncomfortable? Or do I choose safety and stay where it feels familiar? If we choose comfort over growth for too long, we stop learning. And when we stop learning, we stop changing. We shrink into smaller versions of ourselves. So what is right attention? It's attention that comes from a pure mind. A mind not ruled by fear. It's the kind of attention that's brave enough to explore the unknown. It's the curiosity that keeps you moving forward, even when it's hard. It's what every great story is built on. Frodo leaving the Shire, Harry stepping into Hogwarts, Katniss volunteering for something terrifying. None of those heroes stayed in their comfort zone. So if fear is the ultimate contaminant of attention, how do we get rid of it? Just remember this. Your future doesn't start tomorrow. It starts right now with what you think, what you're thinking in this very moment. So the most important question is, are you thinking with fear or with courage? Because that difference will shape everything. If you found this video meaningful and interesting, drop a comment below and share your experience. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might find this content useful. And as always, thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.